Where is the money, Governor? Where have you taken the money that was meant to pay the contractors of Homa Bay?
Where is the money? Can any of them come up and tell us that those monies were not given?
Now, I'm requesting the county government, please, we are pleading with you, kindly treat us well, pay us our money. That is what we want.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gladys Wanga has been hyped of late. And people started even talking of her deputizing President William Ruto come 2027. And this was informed by the 9 visits that President William Ruto conducted to Homa Bay County just this year. So people felt like these visits are politically strategic to elevate Gladys Wanga to be the talk of the country, so that at least when she will be finally bestowed the deputy president or maybe the running mate position, at least Kenyans are okay. And William Ruto indeed has taken development projects to Homa Bay County. We have had roads being done. We have had stadiums being done. We have had universities built. We have had some quarter, some facility around the lake where people can go chill that has been done. A clear indication that indeed William Ruto has been felt in Homa Bay County. Ladies and gentlemen, as we speak today, we know that the Senate does grilling of governors, but I don't know what is their intention of grilling, because despite finding some flaws within the governor's leadership, they end up doing nothing. They just expose problems to Kenyans and everything ends up there. They don't proceed to ensure that some of these things have been corrected, or maybe the governors have been held culpable. So Gladys Wanga was a victim this time around, where she visited the Senate and she was supposed to be grilled on various issues in relation to the control of budgets reports.
This arrangement of automation of all source revenue in Homa Bay, I'm not comfortable. It looks like the people of Homa Bay have been ripped off.
Ladies and gentlemen, from that kind of a grilling, there are a few things that I was able to observe, and there's few developments that are going to affect Raila ODINGA and William Ruto immensely. On this particular video, I want to take you through that. But before I do so, if this is the first time you're watching my videos at Mokwa Times, please, ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. Before I take you through, kindly let me give you 2 seconds to subscribe, then I proceed. So if there's a leader who has been projected from Luo Nyanza that can be able to even get to the presidency, it is this Gladys Wanga. Because she can bring in the human factor. And apart from that, she has been elevated a lot by President William Ruto and Raila ODINGA, who actually made her the national chairperson of the ODM party. But now, I'm sorry to state that Raila ODINGA and William Ruto have all been disappointed. Or they have deliberately stopped Gladys Wanga's ambitions. Why am I saying so? Gladys Wanga, when she was subjected to the Senate for grilling, it was clear that she's just like any other governor. In the sense that the problems that exist in relation to financial statements, she also has some. Whereas some letters were not clear, people could not trace some money, and that is a big challenge in all the governors. Money is not clearly spent. So you find Kenyans are suffering at some point because of the leadership of leaders like Wanga. Ladies and gentlemen, she stated that she has paid all the contractors in Homa Bay County. I hear so, and I was surprised to see that contractors in Homa Bay County are crying. Who are these contractors? Contractors, it has happened in Kisii County, where contractors literally die without even being paid. A contractor provides some services or goods to the county government. This person probably took a loan from somewhere with the hopes that he or she is going to be paid the money once delivery has been done, either services or goods. Then this person ends up not being paid by the county government. And the county government does not care. Even if it's a consideration, it's a favor you did to give this person a certain contract. Honestly, this person should be paid, at least he or she continues with their life normally. But now, a woman of that kind crying.
I have a patient, I came personally, I've met with the governor, I've met with the accountant, I even took a photo for my husband who was sick in the hospital. I've sent to the office, it is on their phones, they are seeing if there's no response. As I'm talking now, you as Kenyans, I'm even requesting you people, if you can agree, even to do for me an Arambe. I have a patient who is supposed to be taken to India, but I cannot go to India because they have refused to give me the money.
Honestly. And you know, when I deliver, for instance, a road, or maybe some goods, there are people around me, either watu wa mkono, ambao pia wako na familia. How is it possible that these people are also going to survive? Yeah, they depend on the same payment that is going to be made from the county government. And you realize that money has been dispatched to the counties. To the counties. So it is supposed to actually be channeled to the contractors as well. And you know the good thing about contractors, most of them live within the counties. So if they are paid their money, for instance, 1 billion, you realize that this money is circulating within that town. And I'm telling you, that's a huge amount of money. It can be able to impact positively to the well-being of the people of that particular county. Let's say Homa Bay. Now, as we speak today, the contractors of Homa Bay are crying. They are asking, where is their money? When the contractors are crying, meaning something is lacking in Homa Bay, that needs to be fixed. Now, it is a disappointment to Raila Odinga, or maybe Gladys Wanga has shot herself in the leg because she has projected herself as a poor performing governor, or probably arrogant. Because there is no way a woman can cry that she hasn't been paid and the person in charge of the county is a woman. The person in charge at the helm is a woman. She's crying while another woman is smiling in office with cars, security, and money in her pocket. That shows that the leadership of a woman, it can still intimidate other women. Very sad. So it shows that even if Gladys Wanga is given the deputy presidency seat, she cannot deliver to her fellow women. Secondly, the flaws that appear in male governors, where people are not paid, contractors and staff, it also appears in women governors, which means there's no difference of having Gladys Wanga at the top or even Kithure Kindiki, because if it's women, they will suffer. If it is men, they will suffer. If it's contractors, they will not get paid. Ladies and gentlemen, apart from that, these contractors pay school fees for their kids. Some of them have health issues, like the lady that you've seen there who is crying. Ladies and gentlemen, they need to sustain their families. If they're not paid, it brings a bad picture to the governors. Ladies and gentlemen, Gladys Wanga has been moving across the county of Homa Bay, showcasing William Ruto's development projects. The development project William Ruto has taken there in the last 2 years. The roads, the university, the stadium, some fish farming, fish market that is there. But you ask yourself now, what has Gladys Wanga done in the last 3 years? What has she done? That is the question that most Kenyans are asking themselves. What has she done? I wish, like now, Simbarati has also started the same thing. Moving across the county, showing people what William Ruto is planning to do. He's not showing people what he is planning to do. He's not showing people what he has achieved so far. So it becomes a challenge when you realize that Gladys Wanga, someone who has been projected for quite some time now as among the best performing governors, also not having anything to showcase as far as her development track record is concerned. It's a huge disappointment to the ODM party, to William Ruto, to Raila ODINga, and the women leadership at large. I don't know what is your take, but in the comment section, feel free to share with me on what you think. See you next time for more videos.